Welcome back. We are getting ready here for the finals, and Peter, as we talked about, has gone, and so now we have Chris Burton.
Hello again.
We're excited. It's going to be an interesting match. We've got the Quantum Interns and Team Discovery Channel, and I think we've seen. I know you got to watch some of the matches out there. Did you see much of them?
I was in and out, so I only saw little bits, but I saw some things that I didn't quite understand, but I also saw some techniques that I heartily approved of.
Sure.
Like, I think my favorite was using SwiftBot to set off all of those ambuscade traps.
That was cute. I liked that.
I have to admit, I wasn't really a fan of the giant stack of traps because I didn't really see what they were going for, and then SwiftBot ran right in.
And the thing is, with that giant stack of traps, didn't do much. The damage that came out of that was from SwiftBot exploding.
Really?
SwiftBot exploding did more damage than the entire stack of traps. So, in my opinion, that could have just been a SwiftBot reconfiguration into a turret bot or something else. Or heck, even if there was an action left, into a Mr. Chomps.
Well, I mean, I'm always going to say you could go for a custom hand cannon with ambuscade.
Right. And it did show up. Custom hand cannon was used once against Legacy.
Well then.
So, that said, all that aside, it looks like we're ready to go for action. So, let's go to the coin toss. Tails. And so the Quantum Interns are banning first.
So, who do you guys want to ban? Blade. Baron Blade is banned. Citizen Dawn.
Citizen Dawn. Okay, so no villains.
No villains at all.
Bunker over here. All right, Bunker.
So we've got Bunker for Team Discovery channels.
So much better.
I feel like they're going to pick up Tachyon.
Well, they used her to great effect. Though with Baron Blade banned, I'd go with Legacy.
Oh, they pick up Legacy for the first one.
Well, there you go.
There you have it.
All right, what do you guys want?
On to the Team Discovery channel.
I like Tachyon here. Tachyon. Oh, okay. It's not down. Yeah.
No, I will.
That's good, right?
Does it have to be done?
Okay. So we've got a lot of shit. I think we should go heavy duty hard to hit. So either Omnitron.
Okay, so they've got Legacy.
I
Who else
really like how Andy, the team captain, is offering suggestions
Right.
and letting the other people do as they will.
That's
I
fair.
really like that format.
So it looks like they picked up Omnitron again.
Oh, yeah, but we could just take
This is looking awfully familiar.
Well, no, Tachyon's in the other team this time.
So yeah, Legacy and Omnitron versus Tachyon and Bunker. So I'm interested to see who's going to get picked up for the last couple.
Proletariat.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. Actually, Omnitron and Proletariat in the same team would be kind of interesting, especially with all the hazard spaces floating
Yeah, it's
around.
a lot of movement.
No, not Baron Blade. No. You want to do Wraith? Wraith.
All right, so the Wraith
Third. Who's your third?
is picked up by Team Discovery Channel
Operative.
and the Operative.
I'm never going to argue with that.
I'm surprised that she was such a late pull, but okay. So this is a powerful matchup here.
This is going to be exciting.
Legacy is going to be able to generate a ton of tokens, and Omnitron and the Operative, both with hit attack +1 tokens, are really concerning characters. They're strong on their own, so those two with +1s to attack.
What I really want to see is I want to see the Operative deliberately step into the lava.
Right.
And just say,
And
yeah,
swing for the
yeah,
bleachers.
That's happening.
I want to see her run up to a Raptor.
We don't have
That
a
would
lot of
work, too.
Yeah.
Right, right. Because last time we were able to ride the value of handing you tokens and it's true. I mean I think it'll work out. So it's actually right.
All right. So they're all picking their turn orders and then choosing their power cards.
Why don't you go first? So I like going last here.
Yeah, pick your turn orders and then place your third.
I think you should go.
So we should be getting characters added to the map pretty soon here, so we get an idea of where they're going to go and what
Tell
order
me
they're
how
gonna go.
tell me how the dinosaurs on the field work, because
Okay.
I haven't really had a good chance to see them.
Sure. So the Velociraptors, at the end of each round, first the Velociraptors move towards targets. So they move towards any heroes or villains. They move to targets on the field, to characters on the field.
Within X number of spaces?
Whichever one is closest within line of sight, and
Okay.
then they move 4 hexes. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, they move their full movement, which is 4. So sometimes they might go up and down mountains. Velociraptors can go up to the volcano, which means they have a high enough move to actually get up the volcano. Whereas The T-Rex does not have a high enough movement. The T-Rex only has a movement of 3. It cannot climb like a volcano. It's got stubby little arms, but it has facing, and it rolls a die, or rather, Paul rolls a die for it, and whichever number it rolls, if it's 1, it moves forward. If it's 2, it moves a little bit to the right, and whichever direction it picks one of the 6 cardinal hex directions, and moves its move speed in that direction.
And then whatever gets in its way gets chomped.
So neither of them make attacks. They all generate hazard spaces.
That makes sense.
So the Velociraptors generate hazard spaces around them based on a 3 plus the number of Velociraptors they can see. So they don't hit that hard, but if there's a bunch of them, they hit terribly hard. And the T-Rex generates hazard spaces all around it, and it rolls 5 dice.
Now, here's something that I've never been entirely clear on, but I want to make sure about this. If the operative, say, pulled a T-Rex with the Kusarigama into her own personal space, would the T-Rex then immediately make a hazard attack?
No, because she did not enter its space.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure.
At the end of her turn, if she was still there, it would attack her for end of turn. But you have to either step into a hazard space or end your turn in a hazard space.
So if she snuggled up next to it, T-Rex, for whatever reason, and then pulled someone to the T-Rex,
there we go.
That seems like something that could cause some trouble.
Especially if she hadn't Hidden Blade Strike, too.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of Hidden Blade Strike, the operative is starting with Hidden Blade Strike and Kusarigama. Yep, go ahead.
I really think the operative needs to poison.
I would love to see some poisons.
We've got a ranged person in the Wraith. We've got a ranged person in Bunker, and giving them both Boar's Rage.
Boar's Rage on Bunker is amazing.
That just nullifies so much of their ability.
Yep. Legacy's got Galvanize and Inspiring Presence, so he's going to be a token generator.
Right.
Omnitron has Adaptive Subroutine and Interpolation Field, so we've got defense and movement.
That's some fun movement.
Now, the problem that I saw with the last time, because the same player played Omnitron last time, and the problem I saw last time is that he was super loath to pick up any sort of attacks. All right, we're starting right off, so it's the Wraith's turn, and the Wraith has Combat Stance and Slip into Shadows. Tachyon has Synaptic Interruption and the World Stands Still.
Right.
And Bunker has Auxiliary Power Source and Snapshot Micro Missiles. So all fairly standard loadouts, nothing really bizarre in any of those spots.
Now, I'm a little sad because what I'd really love to see with Tachyon is for Tachyon to start with a Lightspeed Barrage and a Sucker Punch. And just run up to somebody and try and Sucker Punch them into oblivion with a Lightspeed.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4? No, you have mobility.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
And then aim and dodge. Yep.
All right, then aim and dodge? Yep. All right, we'll aim and dodge. Sounds good.
The Wraith aiming and dodging. So just kind of perch there and look for an opportunity to snipe probably during your next turn.
Yeah, the combat stance maybe will come up for the aim, but it seems a little unlikely. I mean, that Velociraptor will come over here and she can combat stance it.
I'm not a huge advocate of the combat stance on the first turn because
only if you are certain that you're going to be attacked.
Yeah.
But even still, Slip in Shadows is usually better. And for
Anyway, except that she has combat stance and slip into shadows.
So she is putting so many eggs into the defense basket that she has no offense.
Yeah, and it takes time to get back out of that mindset and that power loadout.
Yes. All right, so it is Legacy's turn, and he's handing out attack +1 tokens.
Like he does.
Yep. And so now the operative currently has 3 attack +1 tokens.
I heartily approve of
that. This is exciting.
Do you know what the operative's movement is?
The operative currently has a movement of 5, so she's moving pretty
nice
quick.
And speedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, operative does not have so high a movement that she can get to a place where she could see somebody at this point, but maybe Tachyon is going to move up a bunch. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. Now, Kusarigama, of course, is a just fantastic counter to Tachyon's early run-in and do your second turn. I mean, you could sprint around the operative, but that's really a bad idea.
Yeah, especially if when she has Hidden Blade Strike.
You move like here or here.
Especially when she lets you get in that first hit to,
Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh look, I have 2. I now roll 5 defense dice. I mean, we've seen the operative downed a few times at 2 hit points, rolling 5 defense dice. So.
I mean, it's entirely doable. It's just you've got to take that kind of risk sometimes, and when you're playing the operative, that sometimes is every possible opportunity.
So it doesn't matter. Right, but then you'll have it for next turn if you need it. I don't know. Grenade launcher? I think I'm fine. All right, so no power up.
So interestingly, in the semifinal rounds, in all the semifinal rounds, none of them went to time, but all of them had a 10-minute warning.
Really?
So, and none of the rounds yesterday went to time, but a few of them had 10-minute warnings. I'm interested to see. I'd like to see. I think that tomorrow we're going to see very few 10-minute warnings. Is my guess.
My guess is that's going to be the case. They've really. People are getting a lot more confident and a lot more aggressive. And assertive, especially.
Yep. As I've said a few times that's what's important.
Yeah. What I'm seeing that I especially like is a lot more suggestions offered by players, and then the person does their own thing, and a lot less conferring of the entire team before each player does their thing. Yeah,
more leading and less captaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's like.
All right. So Bunker's doing some scooting.
All right. Sure. I'm just concerned about area effects from Omnitron.
As well, you should be.
No, I think you do. Okay.
All right.
I'm concerned about area effects by Omnitron.
Yeah, and I'm going to do the expert tactician.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
So I gain.
Let's see. Omnitron currently has a movement of 2. So let's see. We could go 1-2 and place, and then hey, what if we even go 1-2 and place, and then 1-2-3-4. Omnitron could move and then rocket jump into position where it could then interpolate Bunker into the volcano.
Now, I like that plan. That being said, I'd probably pick up Ocular Beams or the Tactics sequence for my first one. I like the interpolation field, and I like the adaptive subroutine, but...
Tactics sequence. For me, Tactics sequence it doesn't do anything on its own, but it makes everything else better.
I'm not arguing with you because I think that's a fine idea. I want to get Ocular Beams out sort of as soon as possible because getting 2 targets with the same attack is really, really nice.
Especially since it's if your opponents are going to group up at all, though, a disintegration cone is gross.
That being said, that's one of the reasons why I want to see more citizens other than Citizen Truth. Like Citizen Dare, being able to attack 2 people, and he's got a fairly high dice roll. That's really nasty.
And he's mean.
Yes. I mean, he's got the right kind of mindset.
All right.
There you go.
Cool.
You would rotate me up there.
Where do you want to go?
Right where right on the lip of the volcano near the raptor. Rotated to where I'm sitting right there.
Okay, so Neo's going to get attacked.
So that's a hazard
If you do that, you're going to get attacked
By the dinosaur.
One of them have to roll.
So the Velociraptor makes a little chomp. It's not too bad, though. And hey, you got he picked up the remote tranquilizer for the 3rd power. Did not see that coming. But picked up the adaptive subroutine already. So of course, after this attack hits, if anything gets through, it'll gain a auto miss. So that's
my
good.
guess is that you could try and remote tranquilize the Wraith so that she couldn't slip away when the operative tried to Kusarigama her.
Yeah.
And that would be a long distance Kusarigama.
Oh, so 1 gets through.
Yep.
So and so Omnitron is choosing to take the 5, which is a great defense bulwark.
Yep.
That's your first action.
Now it doesn't have tactics sequence. It only has 1 action left. Doesn't have a rocket jump. I'm really not sure what Omnitron wants to be doing there up that high.
And Omnitron can't dodge.
Oh, he's going to move through there. He's going to get attacked once, twice, 3 times. He'll get attacked 3 times as part of that movement. And potentially ending its turn there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It could end its turn in a place where it was not attacked, but it's ending its turn surrounded by people that want to hit it.
That's puzzling to me. I'm not really sure why what advantage that brings Omnitron.
Oh, he was trying to launch the remote tranquilizer to hit these people, but he doesn't have line of sight to the origin point, and you have to have line of sight
to the orange point.
Right.
You sure you have to have line of sight to the origin?
Absolutely sure.
Okay. All right.
But you've got line of sight to that.
See, this seems like the kind of thing where you could ask someone perhaps before you did that,
right?
And then you wouldn't have to ask them during. That being said, I like the idea behind the attack. I just
Right, and Automus on 6.
So 4s and 5s.
So 4s and 5s will hit. All right. There's a 4.
And there's a 4
Can I defend? Yeah.
So remote tranquilizing bunker.
right there. It's landing right there.
Because it
So,
has line
right,
of
so
sight
if the
batteries.
so if the
Yeah.
4 gets through on bunker, that is going to give them, and it doesn't. Bunker rolls great
So many
defense.
dice.
Yeah.
Try.
All right. That's good. And then you reroll movement. And that is your turn.
I need those.
All right, so I got to make some decisions here.
All right. Now it is turn 5. Tachyon. Oh, yes. You ended your turn in a hazard space, so the dinosaur's going to try to bite you again.
Yep.
I'll roll
Real
this.
quick.
Now,
Three dice.
Tachyon is not a. Tachyon's a great character, but I don't see any.
So 4-1 comes in,
Wait, don't
and
the ones miss?
Oh, the other one's missed because the right.
So it's just a 4.
it doesn't matter anyway.
doesn't matter.
So the Velociraptor chomps at Omnitron, and Omnitron blocks it all. So what were you saying about Tachyon?
I'm just not seeing a good opening opportunity for Tachyon here.
Yeah.
I guess
honest-
the best thing that I would do would be to pick up a hypersonic assault.
Sure.
Actually, pick up a push in the limits, then do a hypersonic assault, and just do an eraser scrub along Omnitron and Legacy, since they've lined up so nicely.
Yeah, because you can push the limits to get all the way up to around here. She's got World Stand Still right now, which will help her get in position. Currently has a speed of. Tachyon has a speed of 2.
Well, that's going to
That's
make
terrible.
things a little bit more difficult.
So Tachyon with that speed of 2 means that if I were her, I'd probably actually, she moved up there and
Move,
dodged. That's fine,
yeah.
because, oh my gosh.
Let's get that out of their system real quick.
Yeah. All right.
But that does give the operative the opportunity to Kusarigama Tachyon and bring Tachyon.
That's true.
What I would
See,
do
the
is
operative has a
would,
movement of 5, so you could totally just move right over here.
I would actually
Oh, you
perch
can't.
up here.
Yeah, you'd have to
and
get all the way
then
up to there.
Kusarigama her right there so that she's getting chomped on by dinosaurs and you.
hit by a hidden blade strike, yeah. So she moves right up to the edge of the map there and throws her in between.
Actually, I take that back. I would go right there and take the hit from the dinosaur.
You can't see her there because of the elevation change.
Oh,
you have
well-
to go onto the 2.
Well, then obviously I wouldn't do that.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of action, so I can't do shit.
All right. So operatives. Let's see. A move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I don't know if they can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. I don't think that the operative can get into position to get the Tachyon. A
It
move and a
does not
6 could
look
do
like
it.
Yeah.
Move and a 6 could be a move and a sprint. Yeah, operative is great, but she does need to have.
Okay, here's
line
what
of
I would
sight.
do.
Okay.
I would take a dodge token.
Okay.
And then I would step into the forest, or I'd step into range of one of the dinos, have it bite me, and then I have a dodge token with 5 dice.
Why are you dodge? Oh, you're not dodging the dinosaur.
No,
you're okay.
I'm preparing because
Yeah.
while I can't pick up a dodge token while in Dragon Fury, I can
2,
sure as
3,
heck
4,
spend anything that I have.
Right. So she's moving to there. She's moving to the midpoint of the far side of the volcano. Then she sprints up on top of the volcano and takes a dodge. That's fine. The teams that are.
Dinosaurs are going to go.
There you go. All right.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
This dinosaur goes up here. It's supposed to you.
Yep. The other Velociraptor is going to go after Bunker. So he's got right next to Bunker.
He doesn't have line of sight?
To bunker he does, yes.
Absolutely does line
Yeah,
of sight
that's
to Bunker.
at the edge of the hex.
Silly questions.
Also going to go to the bunker right there.
Yep. And then
That one's going to stay where it is.
and then the T-Rex is going to roll a die, and we'll see. So he rolls a die.
So he turns
That's
around.
actually pretty annoying.
Oh no!
Trying to leave. All right. There we go.
Poor T-Rex.
He's a sulky T-Rex. He's turned his back on the proceedings.
But he's still generating hazard spaces in that corner down there.
Well, it's a dangerous tale.
It is a dangerous tail.
If I don't move, I have to do it all the raptors. So.
Okay, targeting computer.
Do I care?
All right. So
They do have line
the
of sight.
Wraith is now using Slip into Shadows of targeting computer. So combat stance is gone. Targeting computer means he has quite a range. I mean, the Wraith can get up to. Oh yeah, there easily. So let's see. Currently has a movement of 6, so no problem.
Yeah.
Can move it there.
I wish she had a stun bolt, or
yep.
actually, I wish she had throwing knives, given that there's 2 targets just obligingly standing next to each other.
Right.
Move up to there.
So second action, aim, good, and then aiming, and then Razor Ordnance, because with Slip into Shadows, she's in fine
Doesn't
shape.
she have an aim from the targeting computer already?
But the operative dodged. I think we hit.
Okay,
she
so
doesn't
she's
take an aim
using the
action.
aim.
Yeah, okay.
Second action is going to be to aim a razor ordnance down.
And then my guess is the third will be a dodge.
Oh yeah.
That's a good safe bet.
Yeah.
A defense +1 is nice, and the dodge is nice, and she has a Slip into Shadows. She's
Yeah.
unkillable at that point, pretty much.
I'm trying also to bring down its card.
cards, so it makes
So
it
1,
weaker.
3, and 5.
It weakens it for future rounds.
Yeah, because Omnitron applies that 5 Autonomous, but it's aimed, so we'll see.
There it is.
So 1/6,
Oh,
aimed
just a
1/6.
single- No, because they're all based on those two first.
And Omnitron takes.
Omnitron takes a point, but that 6 is going to be Omnitron's forever now.
All right. So now
Until,
you
of course,
get one.
Omnitron
Until it takes damage from
Yeah.
something lower, yeah.
Which will be forever because Omnitron will never take damage again.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I like that prediction.
I like to make the safe bets.
Well, so you could go back into cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into that.
Okay. Sprint back into cover. All right.
Oh, really? I probably would have taken the dodge because
Yeah.
because
Is good as well.
You
the
know,
dodge
because
also
it's
gives you a
incredibly
defense plus
good
1 token.
reason.
Yeah.
So you're moving 1 now.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Very
man.
slow rate. I bet you she wishes she had that. Stayed up on that mountain. All right, so Legacy.
These guys is only radius 1, right? So 1, 2, 3.
Although the reason that she didn't is probably so that she couldn't get
The problem is that
interpolation
she can run
fielded
away.
right into the lava.
Yeah.
It is flying
It
smash.
misses on 6.
But it-
So it's, is that really going to hit her?
Well, but the problem is that you have slip into shadows. Yeah, so she'll just run away.
Yeah.
So it won't actually help. But I think you should just buff and buff and then not
And
worry
it's
about
they
that.
bunch together in this area attack.
Honestly, Legacy taking the entire turn to give tokens to Omnitron and Operative at this point is brilliant.
I think it's a fine idea.
Surge, we need attack plus
I mean, support Legacy when he's got no one to take away the incentive not to do that.
Right.
Really, it's almost as nice as full defense Legacy.
And Legacy's in no danger right now.
Right.
Like, the Wraith could dedicate her turn to getting to him. Tachyon could dedicate her turn to getting to him. But he's still Legacy. He'll be fine.
There's a lot of hit points there, and yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Take it down.
dodge against.
They'll move next to you.
'Cause I don't think they're going to come up with an area attack. The only one who can do it is Bunker, and I don't think he's going to do it.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Or you could take a couple steps
I
back.
want to move because you're all going to move towards Tech.
Okay. Well, I don't. All right,
She's
sure.
gonna move towards
You
us.
can step up if you want.
I want to unbunch.
Yeah, sprinting up, dropping something. You're gonna move up.
I'm going to move.
Now Legacy still has Galvanize.
He used
and,
Galvanize.
Inspiring Presence. So
And now Legacy's moved up there to where actually he's going to be
Tachyon can see
both
him,
Tachyon and the Wraith,
can see.
and Bunker can take it even. So like, I think she moved to a strictly worse place.
Absolutely.
But hey, if nothing else, now Tachyon Legacy's a target, so maybe they'll go after a Legacy.
Yeah, that bunkered everything.
That seems puzzling to me.
Bunker with Velociraptor board.
Well, this isn't this turn. This is in the future. But I'm saying you should keep this.
Oh, it's Bunker's turn, so we'll get to
Yeah.
see.
No, but you can't really hit anyone.
Yeah, so it's your turn.
Yeah, you don't have line of sight. No, because you don't have line of sight to.
So pretty much wherever Bunker goes,
No,
is going to get chewed on by dinosaurs.
Yeah, I don't see any real way out of this, so you might as well just that. Well, actually, how much health do the Raptors have?
3 health each. You could external combustion
That's
them.
what I was thinking. If you're
But
gonna
Bunker
get
has a
chomped on
movement of
anyway,
4 right now. Take a step to there and a step to there.
I would externally combust first. You're gonna get chomped, so why not?
Because you probably won't. You might not kill them both. You probably won't kill them both.
Pshaw.
And that means you're just going to take extra damage, then to take more
use your
damage.
aim token.
And you get. There's no point. I think that you're falling into the trap of attacking targets. You don't attack the lava.
Aim token and then you attack. Aim token.
Yet. wait for me to come up with a cunning plan to attack.
To attack the lava. I'm going to attack the darkness.
So how would he make that move though without getting chomped?
You get a chomp twice. Whatever.
No, I think,
He's got
I think
4
we
defense
hit-
dice.
I think we hit Omnitron.
Unfortunately, these Velociraptors can see each other, so they chomp super hard.
Yeah.
Or is that Raptor? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, the Raptor is
yeah.
helping us more than-
That is a plan, but I like the idea of externally combusting and trying to take them out.
Yeah, so you can put it right there, and that protects great.
I mean,
Anything against Omnitron?
Sadly, you don't get anything for killing them unless you do.
Nope. You get 2 attack plus 1 tokens and 1 defense plus 1 token for knocking out a T-Rex. Nothing for knocking out
Nothing for
Velociraptors.
Velociraptors.
And nobody's gone hunting yet.
I mean, just roll. Just roll.
In fact, we've never this whole game seen any points of damage on the
No,
T-Rex.
his armor's on 6. That's the.
It's not an action. I would still externally combust.
Yeah.
I just think it's a good idea in order to maybe remove those 2 things from the equation.
Well, he's using grenade launcher.
So
Aimed
we
a
don't have to
grenade
worry about
launcher
it.
at Omnitron.
Then they all become 6. Oh, okay, yeah. So spend it down. Yeah,
Yeah, they'll just give you more 5.
yeah. If we can take out Omnitron right now,
I'll
that would
three
be a
more
big
as long
coup.
as they don't roll 1 or 2.
Or a 6.
Yeah.
Once the 6s would be removed,
Yeah,
everything else would be
Everything else is
Okay,
a
so
plus.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's do it.
That's a lot of auto
All right,
misses.
so let's see these dice.
Yeah.
So 3 more 5s.
Oh, there we go.
7 5.
7 5s coming at Omnitron.
7 5.
Well, for all our
And
talk
Omnitron only has
about-
5 hit points.
For all our talk about what we thought that Bunker should do about movement, Bunker said, "Nope,
Not
going to
move. Mind you, that means that Bunker's going to get chomped twice, and those Velociraptors can see each other, so they hit hard now.
All right.
Knocks you out, and you get
There it
push
is.
of 1.
Oh, where is Omnitron getting?
Push him into the.
How can Omnitron get pushed?
Except you can't push Omnitron even when you get
that's right.
Omnitron is different.
So the dinosaurs chomp harder when they can see each other?
Yes, Velociraptors hit. The more Velociraptors can see each other, the harder they hit.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
No, that was
You're going to stand up.
that solved the problem.
So go ahead
And then sprint back, I think.
Oh, we're sprinting back.
Yeah, no, I think you sprint back.
Oh, he hasn't finished his turn.
Yeah. Because I move a 1.
That would prevent the
Well, you're still
dinosaurs
gonna get
from getting
chomped.
him immediately.
How about right here?
Oh no, you could totally sprint back because yeah,
That's better because I'm higher. No, or is it no better?
that's not bad. That does avoid the chomping.
It does, yes, it does.
Right, and I assume you're going like that to avoid.
Yes, sorry.
Yes. No, I
Yes.
understand. All right. Reroll movement.
All right, and so now it is Omnitron's
Now it is
turn.
Omnitron's turn.
That was
Stands back up. Regains
And
health.
Omnitron has to put a power card down now.
That's just the
I would go with tactic sequence.
I wouldn't. When you only have what 3 actions would you do with tactic sequence? In and of itself doesn't have an action for you. The only action you have if you have tactic sequence down is rocket stomp. There's nobody in a rocket. I mean, you could move over here to the right. What's the movement? Movement is 3.
Oh, he only
So
has
you
a 3
can-
movement?
Right. So
No,
tactic.
never
I mean,
mind.
tactic sequence. You. Okay. Let's see. I actually don't know Omnitron's movement. It should have been cleared out as part of being incapacitated. So Omnitron.
You don't. Okay.
It would depend on the movement for me, because if the movement was high enough, I would move, aim, rocket stone.
Right. That's the thing. Is you totally move aim rocket stomp. So as soon as we get the power cards, so they'll pick their power cards first and then get their roll their movement. As soon as they pick a power card, we'll see what the movement is.
Well,
But,
given that Omnitron is rarely a speedy Omnitron,
Yeah.
ocular beams then.
Yeah, but even still, 1-2 you can move to there and rocket
You
stomp.
can't get anywhere useful. So you
But then the Wraith just runs away.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. And ocular beams, you can actually hit the Wraith in a way that she can't necessarily avoid it, depending on where you position yourself.
attacks at a range will be better than something that doesn't attack at a range.
All right, so they're still deciding what the power is going to be.
Sure. So let's see if we can do that. Okay.
All right. There we go.
Now you roll your movement.
Reroll movement.
What's on the board there?
Is there any way for an interpolation beam field
There you go.
to pick up those raptors and put them next to?
No,
actually
raptors are
pick
not
up Wraith and
characters.
put them next to
Raptors aren't
raptors?
characters, and they can't be. Only characters can be moved by interpolation field.
I see.
For 2, you could pick up the Wraith and put her into the volcano. She would sprint back out again, but then you kind of force her to sprint out in a very particular way.
Now into have a space for Velociraptor.
This was from here,
Yeah.
so this is 1 here.
This space
Yes.
moved to that space.
Yeah, exactly right. That's why.
So we're going to
So
get
you guys are
chomped
doing a
again.
hazard attack.
Quite as slow as he seems. Right. You can swing his butt around. So
3 dice. And this is
yeah, this is a Velociraptor. 3 dice misses on 2. Velociraptors happen. No 2, so 6, 6.
the 3 misses for height.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so 6/6.
All right. So
Oh wow!
Take
So
1 damage.
Omnitron gets hit with 2 6s, but only takes 1 of them. Very nice.
all right. So you have ocular beams.
Dinosaurs seem to like
Use
giant
that.
robots.
You need to
And you know, ocular beamsing
bunker if you want.
the Wraith
1, 2, 3.
and Bunker as the 2 targets is pretty good because the Wraith can't really. I'm trying to see where the Wraith would sprint to. That Bunker, the shot still wouldn't hit her.
Okay.
And I don't think she has an option there.
Because you can see her through the forest.
Right.
And
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think that.
Okay. So go ahead and say what you're doing. Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah,
technically
no,
at range 7 for Bunker because you're +1 to height, so you're at height
5.
right
So
there.
Oh, my
1,
bad.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
Where's it 2?
1,
All right.
2,
Well,
3,
then you can
4.
hit the Velociraptor.
So you're 4 and then 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So
So go ahead and
can't hit Bunker, but you can shoot at the Wraith and she can't escape.
And you can spook Bunker.
Now for a team attack.
Shoot at Bunker. Pew!
Right.
And then
If you had tactic sequence,
Well,
that would help.
You can target it from over there, right? So
Perhaps next turn.
from any of the angles, right? Like
so because he's in this hex.
yeah, he's in all those hexes.
Yeah, because Tactic Sequence doesn't just give you an additional action per turn; it also gives you reach +1.
And now they're on the table realizing that, oh yeah, the Wraith can run, but there's really nowhere to
You
go.
can run, but you can't hide.
You increase the range, right? So there's more misses based on range. Yeah, that's good. So now it's that you're targeting from a height of 2, so it's 1, 2, and then 3. So 3s and up will hit. 1s and 2s.
But that was already true, so it doesn't do you any.
Yeah, it is. But you're over
It's
there.
4. It's range 4. Not that it matters, because the auto misses are 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3, and this is at 2 to 1.
But except you can target from on the ground. So right there, it's now 1, 2.
What would a tactics game
That's
be
just
without
two.
squabbling over range?
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
What kind of tactics game would it be if we weren't constantly talking about range?
Right, right.
But yeah, so the range has no effect.
Yeah, the range, you can. So what do you want to be? The rate you're going to get the same.
Go right there.
Right. Okay.
Go for it.
Okay,
All right.
so I'm attacking the Wraith and the Velocity and the Raptor that's right next to me.
Sounds great. Great.
Apparently he is going hunting.
All right.
Okay, it's a 4 and a 5.
4 to 5.
And that same attack is against the Velociraptor. What are the auto misses on that?
So
1,
which
2,
one?
3.
Which one do you
Okay,
want to
yeah.
hit first?
One.
Wraith first?
Okay.
So 4 and a 5 going against the Wraith.
Yep.
Here we go.
Now, she's got at least one defense token,
Shit,
possibly
that
more
really
than
fucked
that.
up my turn.
And
Take
she
1 damage.
she's going to use a defense +1 token.
And you're
And
done.
Vox it
Yeah,
out.
that's
I think I
fine.
can
Very
still
nice.
do
And
some-
now,
And then 4 out of 5 going against the Velociraptor.
For the dinosaur.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
And Velociraptor
Defense rolls for dinosaurs.
And so the
blocks
dinosaur
1.
takes 1 damage.
So the Velociraptor
take
now
1
has
damage.
2 hit points left.
Take 1. All right. Cool. And so now you.
So Tachyon's turn is rapidly approaching.
You're all moving.
What's your play
All
for
right.
her?
And now it's attacking.
I know what I'd do.
I mean, Tachyon should just put down a. So let's see. What does Tachyon currently have? Synaptic Interruption, World Stand Still. Okay, push the limits, get in close, then drop up, do some damage to Bunker, not Bunker, to Omnitron, then drop push the limits for Unrelenting Momentum, do some more damage to Omnitron. Omnitron currently does not have anything but Ocular Beams. There's no
real incentive not to go after
There's
him.
no
swap
defensive
out-
card. There's no adaptive subroutine.
World stands still for Hypersonic Assault.
Okay, well, there you go.
Synaptic Interruption gives me a defense counter.
Well,
Sprint.
And
1,
she's
2.
going to try and
Oh,
get
there
in
we
position
go.
to do that.
Yeah, Hypersonic Assault.
but she doesn't have World Stand Still anymore. What's her speed? 5. Hold on.
And
1,
attack,
2, 3, 4, 5. She can't go that far. Hold on. She is
I just
moved
move
too
up to
far.
my full move value, right?
But you.
But without mobility, there's
Right.
no...
Yeah, so I'm one short.
Still have to deal
So,
with that.
but she could have gotten with her initial move.
Where did you start out?
I started here.
So she could have taken a move action to right in front of the Wraith, and then from
Well,
there.
So I could just move.
There we go. So
Sprint.
now we're better. She's moved to there,
1,
and
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah,
yes, now she's fine. So now she hypersonic assaults to there. Okay. Was that what your turn was going to be?
I was thinking more in terms of
Nice.
getting to the to keeping the world standstill and getting to the
No, it's
4
just enemies.
right next to Omnitron, and then eraser scrubbing between Legacy and Omnitron. Because with
Yeah.
mobility, you can do that.
I would have started with push the limits. 3 6s on this attack, but I would have stuck with push the limits.
I'm trying to move away from the push the limit strategy just because I
It's so
feel like
good.
people are starting. I feel like people are starting to rely on it too heavily, and
That's
I
fair.
want to explore other ways to use Tachyon.
That's fair.
I don't know. I don't really like ending up right next to you because then
Ending up right next to the Wraith is actually better than.
no, I don't have that. I don't have that power. I don't love ending up right next to you, but I don't love just like sprinting away or something.
Yeah, I'm surprised that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, yeah, I'll just go for it. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so you're there.
Omnitron's here.
Yep. All right, so you roll 3 more.
Now hold on. She is.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it say each enemy?
It does.
Okay.
So 1 and a 6.
And Legacy takes 1 more.
And you get an attack -1/2.
So that blows up that.
So yeah, there we go. So Legacy's down to 2 hit points. I'm still not sure that was a better turn than exhausting of 2 full turns, which would be my preference against Omnitron.
I would have moved right there and
then
hit
done both.
Omnitron and Legacy
Both.
in the same one, and then done it again.
Yep. You'd have to keep World Standstill and Hypersonic Assault, but that would work too.
So, whoa, 3 sixes from a dinosaur.
God. Brutal.
All right. Oh, but hey, 3 sixes are coming at the operative.
2 hits.
2 hits, but you could take the third hit. You could take the third hit instead of having.
Just let it go through.
You're going to take 2. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Take 2. All right.
Okay.
Now operative is in her most
I'm going
weak
to
position.
sprint
This is operative at 3 hit points is her weakest because now she could most easily be one-shotted.
Dinosaur is going to attack you again.
Oh no.
Kill him.
I have to hope that there's a plan
That's a
here.
cocked die, but it's a 5 and a 6. Oh boy.
5, 6, 2.
Okay, the 2 goes away. So 5 and a 6.
Wait, no, the 2 hits now. Oh, wait.
No, it's a dinosaur.
Yep.
Okay, so now the operative is rolling and takes 2 damage.
And now this is a terrible position.
Operative. You're going up against Tachyon. You can't have 1 hit point.
Surigama
You're just
attack.
going to get sucker punched.
And you're Kasurigamiing Tachyon. You're asking for it.
So Tachyon is at range. At range 4.
Fortunately, you could Kasurigama Tachyon over here into the dinosaur space, so it gets both Hidden Blade Strike and
I get
Dinosaur.
+2 to my
But that
attack.
doesn't matter because all Tachyon does is stand up and sucker punch you.
Oh, it's true. But,
I mean-
but what I'm saying is that operative now has to get an incapacitation, or her actions were fruitless.
So what I would do here is if the operative has any hope, Legacy has to switch to motivational charge so that the operative can have 2 hit points.
That's true.
Yeah, first you move her. Yep.
So you move her, and where are you going to put her? There. That's correct.
Right there, absolutely.
Dinosaurs trigger on that.
Roll against the 6, 6, 5, 4.
Now, technically speaking, immediately upon it entering the space, the 2 hazard spaces go off in whatever order the active player prefers.
So they go off before the original attack resolves.
Yes.
So technically the other two. So
Hold
before you
on.
roll against that, let's do the 2.
Okay.
These technically happen.
So technically speaking, first either the Hidden Blade Strike or the Velociraptor
Then
goes
you're
off.
going to roll against that.
Oh, okay, sure.
And the active player's choice.
First, the dinosaur.
Okay, so first a dinosaur choose on Tachyon for entering an adjacent hex. So Tachyon
6, 6, 5, 4. Yeah. So we want to.
Sorry. That's okay.
should have left that 6654 there, but it's okay.
This is 6, 6, 5, 4. This is the pending attack. So
Okay,
that's the
so
dinosaur.
let me roll over here, and I've got 621
And
coming
two
from the
misses,
dinosaur.
right?
Yeah, 621 coming. So 6 and 1 coming from the dinosaur to Tachyon.
Now, I'm dubious about Tachyon's chances of surviving
That's
this.
true. So Tachyon takes a point of damage from that. Then Hidden Blade Strike goes off. Oh wait.
Tachyon blocks attack dice for the first time each turn, you may reassign the blocked attack. So okay.
Probably should use
so
that
if
defense
I
plus
don't
1
want to do
token.
that, then I can't do this again.
That's correct. That's the first time return.
Well,
Well,
there's
it's
straight
the
up
first time
points
each turn.
because you
It's,
just automatically.
if you
block
don't use
one.
it, the chance is over
Right.
forever this turn.
For the rest of the turn.
No, I just take one.
So he's not using a defense token.
Or using the.
So you take 1 damage.
Yep.
So now you can't synaptically
then there's
interrupt.
another-
though.
Why is he not throwing the synaptic interruption back against the operative?
This is Hidden Blade Strike. It's a 4 die attack.
So that's puzzling. I would have used.
I would have used the defense
dumped
plus
all
1
of my
token.
defense plus
Yeah.
1 tokens.
Yep, that's all right.
With
Okay.
the operative at 1 health,
You're right. Because you could have killed it.
you could have killed her
and
right
then-
there.
and not taken all that damage. Right. Hidden Blade Strike. This is the Hidden Blade Strike.
and that's a really, really perilous thing to come at Tachyon.
All right. So
Brutal. Okay.
4 5s, a 4, and a 1.
That 6-1 was the worst possible roll for me.
So 4 5s, a 4, and a 1, a 5 and a 2, and let's roll the dice in the dice cups, kids.
And just Tachyon's
so-
down.
And that's it.
That's it.
But I have defense dice.
You
Yeah,
do.
use your defense plus 1 tokens by all means. Tachyon currently has 3 defense plus 1 or 2 defense. You're using them up. You're gonna have to roll more.
Even if Tachyon goes
one
down,
of those
though,
5 should not be a 5.
Yeah.
even
It
if
should have been a
Tachyon
2.
goes down, this is
I think
the
it
operative's
was
in a very
stone dead
bad
here.
place here because she's gonna have to deal with a hazard space. At the end of her
I'm
turn.
surprised she didn't announce that she was dodging because according to my screen, she has a dodge token. Oh, she does not have a dodge token. My screen is
So I
incorrect.
blocked 3.
Curse
But
those lying
Or no, I
computers.
blocked
Yeah.
4.
Actually, I love
Oh, so
computers.
not
Please don't turn against me.
it's not the computers.
6, 5. Oh no, I blocked 3. I take 3. So I'm
So
dead.
Tachyon is down, and the Kasurigama hasn't even landed
It
yet.
doesn't even land, but that doesn't matter. So there you are. You are knocked out.
Here's a big problem, though, is that you're essentially trading in caps because all the Wraith has to do is, I mean, she's already got a target computer that's already a free aim, pick up stun bolt.
Yep.
Stun bolt the operative.
Sure.
Kill the operative. And that's just trading in caps.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that means it is now back around to the Wraith's turn.
Actually, what I'd do as the Wraith is pick up stun bolt, try and kill the operative, then try and kill Legacy.
Yeah, I'd fire a stun bolt. I'd fire a stun bolt at Legacy.
Actually, I'd pick up throwing knives instead.
Oh yeah,
I
knives.
realize
There you go.
that normally I don't go for them, but being able to attack both.
Yeah, pick up Slip into Shadows, put down throwing knives. Then your first action is aim. Then you aim both of the 2 throwing knives, one at Legacy and one at
love
the
this
operative.
plan.
And then you have a Razor Ordnance to sweep up.
I love this plan.
There we go.
Swap this out for throwing knives.
Hey!
There you go.
So what did he swap out for?
Theoretically hit
My guess is Slip into Shadows.
Well, actually,
Omnitron. You can't hit Omnitron.
does Wraith have lunge
Wait, why would you ever...
'Cause he's-
No.
That makes no
Go
sense.
after Legacy and the operative.
They're wounded. They're badly wounded.
You could win the game this turn.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, so throwing knives to hit both of them. You keep the targeting computer. 'cause
Obviously, you keep the targeting computer. You get rid of the card that is your defense card.
No,
'cause you're going to win the game.
Because, yes, this is where you go
Okay,
for it.
Okay, so you pick up an aim token for the beginning of your turn,
Maybe you should take another aim.
and then you good. So now they're taking another aim token. So they have 2 aim tokens. There we go. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're throwing an aimed attack. We're rolling one attack.
One on each.
They both count as aimed. There are no auto misses.
Legacy and operative. I assume.
So whatever the highest thing you roll is, all those dice are going to turn to that.
Right now,
for
and it's
both
only 3
characters.
dice, but those 3 dice for sure are going at. Here we go.
It just it puts on the pressure.
Keep it in the dice cup, kids.
6.
All right, so
Still,
three
3 fives at each of
fives
them.
against both. Against,
Which one defends first?
One.
it doesn't super matter. Operative. Okay, so operative rolls 5 defense dice against 3 fives, but operative only has 1 hit point.
Yeah.
And operative is
operative
down.
goes down.
And gets pushed 1.
Cap, and you operative gets pushed once.
Which one's operative?
There's actually, we can only push him here or here,
Yes,
right?
that is true. True choices.
So
Yeah,
push him.
it doesn't.
Knock him down, push him there. Knock him
Okay.
down. Yep, there you go. Nice. Knock her down. All right. And then
That's better.
Legacy. You get 3 fives.
Oh!
And you do it. So you block all of them.
Legacy
Wow,
once
Legacy.
again proving why he is so
That's
good.
it, but Legacy is now going to take a Razor Ordnance.
Razor Ordnance.
And there you go.
Now, it's not aimed or anything like that, but it's still.
4 dice misses on 1s and 3s.
And because of the range thing, there is no range. All of the only
Yeah,
the
this
auto
is
misses will
complete
get pulled
point
out.
blank.
Yeah. So 2, 4, 5, 6. And 2, 6,
the one
4, and the
misses.
1.
So
So
2,
2,
4,
4, and 6.
4, 6.
Legacy needs to. Well, Legacy will block the 2 for sure, but will.
2,
And the 4.
So
Legacy has 1 hit point
Can
left.
he use another
No, that's his whole turn.
defense?
That's the whole turn. Yeah.
So if Legacy doesn't figure out a way, if they don't win the game before Tachyon's turn,
Yep.
Tachyon will sucker punch Legacy.
Yes. If they're playing correctly, yes. So it is. That said, Bunker will almost certainly be able to kill Legacy. Unless Legacy, I mean, if Legacy could go full defensive at this point, but that is not winning. That is just.
Not only
delaying.
that, but that's still not going to save you from that sucker punch.
Right. And there's no way for Legacy to be for Legacy and Omnitron together. It's highly unlikely the 2 of them will be able to knock out the Wraith and Bunker.
What I would do is switch out.
Right. So you probably want to go defensive.
Switch out
and buffing up
Inspiring
Omnitron to
Presence
try to-
for a Surge of Strength.
Oh sure.
And, you Surge of Strength. You actually switch out Galvanize for Surge of Strength.
But here's the thing: anything you do that's going to be this really offensive move, Bunker's going to kill you.
buff Omnitron.
Because the move that you're about to suggest will not kill 2 characters, and Bunker
And,
can
yeah.
then you have 1 hit point.
No, I don't really see a way out of this for Legacy.
Motivational charge.
There's no way you can do damage.
That's the only thing that could save him from a sucker
You could,
punch.
I
but
mean,
it,
I would motivationally charge
actually,
the Wraith.
Yeah, snuggle up next to the Wraith. So
Because
that,
the Wraith can't run away anymore. So motivationally charge the Wraith.
And that way, Bunker, if he's trying to go after you with area attacks, is going to have to deal with having an ally
yeah.
in the line of fire.
Right. He should be able to deal with that pretty easily, but still.
Yeah.
And honestly, yeah.
Guys, I will take 2 defense.
Okay, so picking up 2 defense +1 tokens,
And
and then dodging.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
but that means
that's game.
Yeah, if,
I mean,
unless
Bunker's
something
turn.
very confusing happens, they have lost.
Right. So at this point, if I were Bunker, I would maybe go full bore for Omnitron. Nah. Just have Bunker move up and start attacking.
Honestly, at this point, I would aim, dodge. I just blow my turn and make sure that Tachyon knew what to do.
Right. Yeah.
because
Omnitron's not being able to do
like
anything.
you don't want this to go to time, even though I know that won't happen. But you don't want anything like that. You just want bam, 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 done, go.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
No,
actually,
you're right. You're right.
Well, no, I'll get.
I think you have line of sight right now
What is it?
to legacy.
Yes. Bunker absolutely has line of sight to Legacy, unquestionably, from corner to corner. I'm from looking from the top-down view on the camera. It's unquestionable that this corner goes all the way to Legacy's corner, no problem.
Oh, wow.
Micro missiles, but that's it, and that's still only one attack.
Go into artillery mode, shoot Legacy with whatever you want.
No, you go into turret mode. You shoot the snapshot micro missiles at Legacy, and you shoot the grenade launcher at Omnitron, and you aim the snapshot micro missiles.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's you absolutely go into turret mode and do those two things.
Omnitron's just going to kill you. Right? Or like some combination.
It doesn't matter. Whatever Omnitron does is irrelevant because Tachyon just gets up and sucker punches Legacy.
This is the thing I'm looking forward to seeing tomorrow's teams because I believe strongly that most of the teams that are playing tomorrow understand the implications of what's happening here.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt that the people who are taking notes outside and doing their research are.
Oh, you got to see that. Are there people actually sitting around?
Yes. For instance, the Gatecrashers have been taking notes on everything.
Because she's got a
dodge, she's got 2 defense dice.
All right. But I have to get 6 hits. All right, it's
I mean, I think your odds are slightly better. All right, so turret mode?
Yep.
All right,
So
so
no
you're
turret
gonna
mode.
Turret mode.
Turret mode, do
What's that?
You pick
Shoot.
this up and you replace
Shoot
it
the
with-
things.
It's in there.
It's not called turret mode. Oh, there it is. All right, now, so I'm exchanging. I'm powering up with turret mode.
Turret mode comes out. All right.
Yeah.
Now you've
And
got
then I'm
3
going to do my surge.
Yep.
Attack and aim. And now I'm going to do, let's see.
So
Yeah, so
snapshot
what do you
micro missiles, grenade launcher, and
I think
you know.
lead with the micro missiles because this gives you the most dice, and you use your aim on this.
Yeah. So you use the aim on the snapshot micro missiles.
I have, these other 2 attacks.
No.
He's out of range for this.
What are you going to
Grenade launcher is the only thing, and you grenade launcher Omnitron.
Externally combusting at this point is just a victory lap.
Yeah.
3 also.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
I think you do this with, with the aim token.
All right.
Okay.
So
Actually, wait, no, because
We have 3 actions.
I have 3 actions.
Oh my goodness.
And then I can aim again. I can aim and shoot. I can.
You
Yes.
could
You can-
aim again if
Yeah.
you really
Right,
wanted.
so you-
attacks 1, 2, 3.
Well, wouldn't it be better to do 2 aimed attacks?
You're right. Okay. Yes. So
All right.
aim.
So you're
So
going to take an
I'm
aim.
gonna aim, so I
with
have
your
2
first
attacks.
action.
Okay.
Then you're going to do 2 attacks, and they're both going to be aimed. Which one first?
Oh, I can't.
Mike,
Yeah, I'm
do
going to do
micro missiles first.
micro missiles.
So aiming the snapshot micro missiles at.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
7.
we're going full bore for
Yeah.
Omnitron. I love it because they could
Yeah,
potentially
every
kill
four, so-
Omnitron
so three's
and
missed,
win
but
that
three's
way.
missed.
Exactly right. Yeah, so everything.
Tachyon doesn't even get to do a
So
sucker
five is
punch.
I'm not going to deny that it's doable, but
Yeah, that attack does have reach +4, so really 4, 5s, and 6s are going to get through.
I'm always for the clever, interesting strategies, except at the times of brute force.
Oh
is
my
the way to
God!
go.
This was
5,
aimed.
6,
It's
5,
5,
is
6s.
perfect.
Omnitron might actually be the end cap.
Oh, yeah, and
And you can spend that token right now. Yep.
Totally.
And there's
Oh, there's
still
an
one
attack
more
+1
attack to
token. It
deal
looks
with.
like. Yep, there's an attack +1 token. That's
Why
being
would you
used.
not do that?
Right.
I did not.
Oh,
well.
good auto missed. Because there's fewer auto misses on the grenade launchers. Why? But that's okay. 5, 6s coming at Omnitron, and then an aimed grenade launcher after that.
You roll any 6s? No. All right, you take 5 damage.
Now, this
All right,
is the
Omnitron
point.
has 1 hit point.
Now, this is the point when you're on the Quantum Interns where you hope that your poker face is really, really good,
Which is
because
4 dice.
if you know that the sucker punch is coming, you do not want to give that away to the opposing team if they haven't already figured that out.
Right.
So if you look like you're dreading something, they might start looking at their cards a little
The
more
2s
closely.
missed, though.
All of those 2s miss, unfortunately.
Oh, so that's why you would conserve those attack
Yeah.
+1 tokens.
Whatever. Here, 1-5 against Omnitron. Hey, Omnitron, don't roll lower than it.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Whew. Okay.
You reroll movement.
Okay, so now Tachyon can stand up,
So
sprint,
what is
and do
Omnitron's
2 sucker
plan?
punches.
So we still got Omnitron to deal with.
Now, the 2 of the Raptors chew on Bunker.
So each of the Raptors is going to roll 4 dice because they see another. They see each other.
I-
in our
oh my gosh.
If the Raptors end up incapping Bunker,
I'll be so thrilled.
and then
Omnitron gets a kill on.
that would be fantastic.
It has to be, the thing is, it has to be on the Wraith. At that point, Omnitron has to kill the Wraith.
But she doesn't have Slip in the Shadows.
And she is only 1, 2, 3 range away. So ocular beams.
5, 5,
Ocular
2.
beams.
Okay, hold.
Because all you need
Oh
is
no,
a-
you interpolation field her in, and then disintegration cone her.
but that would require too many powers that he doesn't have out.
Oh, that's right, because Omnitron only has Ocular Beam, so you just have to do interplay. Maybe
Move Ocular Beam's Rocket Stomp.
No. The
Disintegration Cone?
no, the circle, the ball. I can't remember the name
Remote
of it.
Tranquilizer?
Stupid. Yes, remote tranquilizer to act as a stun bolt because it gives it the negative.
Defenses. Yeah, okay.
And then you Ocular Beams it, and you aim it.
So flip your.
Okay, so Bunker took 2 damage.
But
whatever.
it doesn't.
Right.
Again, all Tachyon has to do is get up and Sucker Punch. At this
It's
point,
okay. If Omnitron can kill the Wraith and Bunker this turn, they win.
So that's where you have your aimed Ocular Beams. It's the only thing I can see that does it.
Right, so you put down another power card.
Oh, I-beams, yep.
So I-beams comes out.
So Tactic Sequence comes out. So now Omnitron has 3 actions. 3 actions this turn, but Ocular Beams and Tactic Sequence.
I would move just a little bit closer and then aim and Ocular Beams. It's the only thing I can see working.
Okay,
on
so they
both.
moved.
Yeah. Because that gets
And
away from that Raptor.
Who do you aim at? You aim at Bunker because he has higher defense.
He has higher defense, yeah.
Oh, but Wraith has more hit
Aim
points.
is your second action. All right.
Who are you aiming at?
And Ocular Beams.
And then Ocular Beams is your third action.
I'd still
Who
aim
are
at
you
Bunker.
targeting here?
Yeah, probably.
Wraith and
Who are you aiming at?
Yeah, but why don't you aim against Bunker? Well, he's got the 4 defense. Let's try to see if we can take the Wraith out.
All right. You can aim it at the Wraith, but shoot it.
Aim it at the Wraith and shoot at Bunker as well. Okay, roll your defense. I mean,
Roll your.
it's so inconsequential. I mean, there's a chance.
There's absolutely a chance.
Roll 5 6s.
Yeah, exactly. So.
If you roll 5 6s,
And the dice can always be friendly to you.
If you roll 5 6s, then the Wraith gets 1 6, and then that's not like that's what it'll take. But
Yeah. I'm not seeing 5 6s. I'm
so
seeing,
all
in
those
fact, a
2s
lot of
go
auto
away.
misses.
Yeah, that's game for sure. Like before, there was a chance of like weird things happening.
Weird things, but at this point,
It is literally.
so here's where we find out how good the Tachyon player is.
Well, that's true. That is very true.
Because
Okay, and no, it's 5-4. Oh, it is aimed against the Wraith, so 2 5s are coming in there against the Wraith. So yeah, there you go. And so Wraith takes
still
1
takes 1
damage, and then Bunker rolls
540.
Yeah, 5-4.
5-4 to Bunker, and Bunker blocks
So you take
1. It takes 1 damage. Oh ho ho, Tachyon. Come on. So Omnitron rolls movement, and that's the end of Omnitron's turn. Tachyon stands up and plays 1 card. What card is it?
Stand up. Gain hit points.
Play a card, and use a move.
I play
and
the card first?
Yes. Come on. There's only one
So let's
choice.
see if I can just kill.
Come on.
I mean, you
don't. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to
decide.
try. You do not. You cannot fail.
So I think I
Keep
do,
looking. Nope. Keep going. Keep going.
There's-
Keep going.
think
Last
I do-
one.
No,
No.
Yeah. So all right. So
All right. What did he play?
I
didn't-
sprint
Let's see.
here.
All right.
What card is that? And
push
push the limits. Okay.
push the limits.
So
I-
that's okay. Push the limits. And on the
It gives her another chance
is,
to
right,
do this.
This is for style. You push the limits and switch push the limits out for Sucker Punch.
The 2 misses.
Okay, so 6 and a 4 coming at Legacy. This will probably still win the game for them, but there was just such an obvious
Right, so you
choice.
either-
Yeah.
It's not that. All right, not that.
Wait, why is it not dodging? Why is it not dodging?
It's a nice part of that, too, Josh.
You should absolutely be dodging this.
You get to block those. I just have so much respect.
Well, you don't have to dodge it, I guess. It's a 6 and a 4. You're going to roll lots of defense size, but Tachyon's going to make so many actions.
Playing the dog.
All right. This
Yes.
one is that.
Okay,
Here we go.
roll your defense dice.
It's several times.
We shouldn't even be rolling for this. We
No,
should have
this
said,
should be a Sucker Punch.
Like, if Tachyon said, I put down Sucker Punch, then we would just ka-chong victory.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, because unless you roll
So now, roll 6.
game
Nope,
is over.
okay, keep going, keep going. Keep going. You have to roll it in the damn thing. Oh my god. It's not that hard. Okay, and that's game. Tachyon knocked her out. Okay.
And there we go.
All right. So, they are going to reset the table real quick. They're going to take all of the character panels, put it back to the side, put all the characters over to the sides. They're going to... next time we don't even have to do a coin flip, obviously, for the next round because we'll just take the switch of what we did
Swap
the first
it up.
time.
Okay.
Yep. And we're not even gonna stay in the chat. We're gonna stay in the feed, not cut
And
the
just
feed.
roll over smoothly to the next match.
Right.